It is Thursday, the 20th of July, and we recorded some Pikmin 4. A good amount of Pikmin 4, actually. We've recorded 6 episodes. Serena and I were doing a Let's Play over on the other channel of Pikmin 4, a co-op Let's Play that we're very excited to do. One, because, we both love Pikmin. We played Pikmin 1 earlier on the channel. We've played through Pikmin 1 and 3 together. Serena's never played Pikmin 2. We'll get to that eventually, but we're playing Pikmin 4 together. And technically that game comes out tomorrow, and we'll be getting a physical copy, but we've been able to get the recording process kicked off early, and we took advantage of that today to build out a little bit of a buffer, because it's kind of difficult, as you might imagine, to record Let's Plays. One, just as myself specifically, having a job, it's difficult to find time to do that. But two, it's even more difficult when you're trying to organize 2 schedules of 2 different jobs, Serena's job, my job, respectively, and trying to find time to record together, and then also trying to maintain whatever a balance in your life as far as like just chilling out goes. So yeah, it's a learning process for certain, but thankfully playing a game together is kind of something we would just do for fun anyways, so it doesn't really throw anything off. Very excited to continue to play more of that, and very excited for those episodes to start rolling out. I've already edited the first 4 or 5, actually. Yeah, I've edited and uploaded the first 4 episodes, and the 5th one is actually rendering right now. It's probably done rendering. And then, of course, shorts as well. Because if there's one major thing that I took away from, anything I've ever talked to any other larger creator about over the last year, it's that shorts are a big deal and only going to continue to be a big deal. And thankfully, they're very easy to make, so I keep making them. Anyways, something that happened while we were recording the final episode 6 today, and this ties into something that I mentioned a few weeks back about dental troubles. So this tooth is fake. Yeah. Wow. It's been bridged in there, in my mouth, that is, for 15 years now. That same bridge that's holding it in there, maybe a little bit less than 15 years. And the glue has weakened to a point where it no longer holds in my mouth, so it comes out. Obviously, that means I can't bite anything with it. I can't scream as much as I want to when I do Let's Plays, because it shoots out of my mouth. That has only happened the one time, but I'm going to have to be extra cognizant of that going forward. How it came to be, this mouth situation that I just disclosed to you, is kind of a long story, but to sum it up, when I was a child, I was 7, 8 years old, I was really into skateboarding, scooters, riding bikes. You remember perhaps the cartoon Rocket Power? I embodied that. And I did for the greater portion of my young childhood and even into like high school and throughout. A lot of skateboarding, a lot of rollerblading, a lot of quote-unquote extreme sporting. And as you might imagine, when you're doing these sort of things, you're gonna fall a time or two. Of course, as experience goes on, time goes on, you learn how to fall and how there's a right and a wrong way to fall. Well, when I was 8 years old, I didn't yet know how to fall. So when me and the neighborhood kids built a ramp, yes, we got all the wood and everything, we built a ramp, and it was great, and we were doing stuff off it. Well, when we built a ramp and we punctured a hole in it, that didn't necessarily stop us from continually using said ramp. And when I went down our hill to launch off the ramp on my scooter, my wheel stuck into said hole. Scooter stayed there. Scooter was fine. Scooter was lodged. My 8-year-old body was immediately flung across the pavement before my face bounced off of it. And as a result of said bouncing, my mouth was all messed up. I didn't outright lose the tooth then. I had just lost the baby teeth and everything for that right in that same time frame. But it effectively killed the tooth. I went to an emergency dentist. They did what they could to save it, and it died and it fell out, and that was it. For the longest time, I had a retainer that would go in, and it had the one tooth on it. And then eventually we got this bridge, which was a more expensive but more permanent solution. It is not yet the like penultimate solution. It's not like the most permanent solution. You can get a tooth drilled up into your bone. And I may still do that, though I may not, to be honest with you, because one, that's a whole nother expense. And two, I don't necessarily love the idea of getting a drilling into my mouth. When this works great and has worked great for the last decade plus, they just use some really strong dental adhesive and it sticks itself to the adjacent teeth. No one has ever mentioned it before. Yeah, it makes Goran relatively uncomfortable, doesn't it, buddy? I'm sorry. No one has ever mentioned it before. The tooth, well, I mean, like in my own personal life, people definitely realize it and they know it because it's LP, it's Luke, it's the guy with the fake tooth. I used to do all sorts of weird things with it when it was a retainer. In middle school, actually, I used to spit it up into the air and catch it back in my mouth. Very strange. I was a demented child, which is probably why I'm a demented adult. But hey, that's neither here nor there. What is here and there is bedtime. So I hope you enjoyed my tale of the tooth, and maybe it has helped shine some extra light on some more private details of my life, I suppose. I don't know, probably unnecessary, but hey, it's an open book. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed yourself. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow.